Happy Wednesday, everybody. I hope that you all are doing well. A few announcements before we get started. So, those of you that are interested in the ghost walk that I'm going to be doing with the paranormal investigative team Prism, the first Saturday in October, there's been a lot of interest of people saying that they're wanting to go. You need to make sure to message me and get registered for that, so that way you actually have a spot, because just saying that you're going to go is not indicating that you're actually going to be going. So you need to just contact me. You can message me, email me at andarta2@yahoo.com, or however wish you need to contact me. But just to make sure, and we only have 10 spots for that special dinner at the Buckhorn Exchange. So you need to make sure to sign up as soon as possible, because the prices actually go up September 15th. And then another big announcement is that this month I'm actually having a sale. I always have a sale on my readings in August. And so it's $50 for a half an hour instead of $75, and it's $100 for an hour instead of $150. So you definitely want to contact me as soon as possible in order to get these sale prices, because once August is done, then they go back to the regular prices. And then the last thing I wanted to announce is that I actually am going to be in my next newsletter. I'm actually going to be, I like to do book and tarot or oracle deck reviews, and I'm actually going to be reviewing this quantum tarot deck that is all about quantum physics and the tarot. And so you need to make sure to sign up on my Patreon page in order to be able to read my newsletter. Okay. All right. So last Thursday, July 29th, we had the Six of Swords inverted, and this was delays in travel, challenges in those travels, and also challenges in communication, and maybe unfinished business. That there was just a lot of issues concerning travel and communication for some reason. And then Friday was the beginning of really positive cards here. So Friday was the Priestess of Luxury, who represents opulence, grandeur, and joy. And it's really asking us what constitutes luxury and pampering for us. And it doesn't have to actually be spending a lot of money in order to feel this luxurious energy of just feeling pampered, maybe giving yourself a pedicure, or getting a massage, or trading massages with friends or something like that. You don't have to spend a lot of money in order to feel luxurious. And it was also looking at fun and joy, what brings fun and joy into your life. And so that was last Friday. And then Saturday was the Two of Cups. And this is, it can be a relationship card. It's about love. It's about harmony and happiness between two souls, whether that is romantic or platonic. But it was all about just these very positive, harmonious energies on Saturday. And then on Sunday, so I went camping, so I took my one deck, so that's why I had a bunch of cards of the same deck. So Sunday was, on Lammas, it was the star, and this represents hope, faith, and healing, positive and full of inspiration for the future and confidence. And so this was a really positive card for our outcome on life in general. And if you've been really feeling down about the future, this was a turning point for you. And then Monday was the Seven of Pentacles, which is interesting because this is the harvest card, which we just had on Lammas. Lammas is the first harvest. The Seven of Pentacles represents harvest, results, growth, and perseverance, and reaping what you sow, all of the hard work that you've put into, whether this be that you are finally getting that job that you've been working really hard for, or maybe you're getting more benefits at your work or something like that. But it was just a very positive, it wasn't easy. It wasn't a quick fix or winning the lottery or something like that. It was from your hard work, but that was on Monday, that harvesting. And then Tuesday is Persephone. And Persephone represents transformation, growth, and maturity, and she can show wisdom upon your path. Persephone, she is the Greek goddess of the underworld who was kidnapped by Hades, and her mother Demeter, she was so sad that she was taken from her, that and that is the mother goddess of, she's an agricultural goddess. And so she, in her mourning for her daughter, the earth stopped producing anything and growing anything. And so Persephone had this wisdom, even though she was young, she was a maiden goddess. She had this wisdom to have this understanding between Hades and her mother, that she would spend half of the year with Hades and in the underworld and half with her mother. And that's when the seasons came about. And so that was a very mature response to something that was not the greatest of situations, but that was that energy on yesterday, on Tuesday. And then today's card was Ma'at, the Egyptian goddess of justice. And that is a very interesting card to draw after all of these things here, is that it represents law, order, balance, justice, and that you needed to focus on your social justice issues and balance within yourself, which that's also very important that I'm going to be talking about here. So except for these issues with communication and travel back Thursday, all of these other cards have been really positive, with a major shift in what we have been experiencing on a personal level. Now, I do feel that some of these transformations honestly are coming from us having to make some hard decisions, like Persephone had to make a hard decision about even things about this pandemic, because it is just getting out of control again. And so people are having to make a very difficult decision of whom to be around, what they should be doing, all of those things. And I think that's where this part of the balance is coming in here. But balance is also going to be part of, so what I'm going to be talking about for my video for my patrons next is actually on Sunday, it is the Lionsgate new moon. And so this is actually a very, very important astrological event that I'm going to be explaining some magical things that you can be doing on that day for my patrons. And a lot of it has to do with the balancing of ourselves within, and also having a lot of these transformations and positive things coming about. So if you're wanting to learn more about the Lion's Gate, which it isn't always on the new moon, it just happens to be on the new moon as well, so it's extra energy there. And I talked about this in my newsletter last month, but I'm also going to be making a video about how to make that what energies you could be doing. Okay. So, I think that is it. Make sure to contact me as soon as possible to have, to set up a reading for this month while I have my sale, because usually my sales are my prices are $75 and $150. So contact me as soon as possible, and I hope that you all have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you next Wednesday. All right, bye-bye.